decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
That's it, baby. We're going to work. Check back. Check back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. He's not going to get me. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up.
Second and 3. Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stuff the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players. It gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
Here we go. 10 Lobo. Quad. Don't let 89 go deep. Whatever you do, don't let 89 go deep. Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right. Move. Hit it.
On 1st and 10, Daniels. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll second down.
Complete to Alvin Kamara. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 34-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
On the set. Mike, 45. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Shift. 61, matchbox lights. Get it.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Now Kamara. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, check Mike 45. Ready?
From the gun, Daniels. That's complete to his tight end, Paulson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a bit of a daunting task here for this offense as they'll start out at the 1-yard line.
I guess you could easily say there's a whole lot of real estate in front of them if they want to achieve their goal, which is get to the other end zone.
Yeah, 99 yards to go if they want to do just that.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw from his end zone. Winters. And finding the tight end Hooper. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Off the play fake. Winters. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Running with Kamara. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Go. Hatch it. Now.
Toss play, Kamara. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too, because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
right there. 54 Mike.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Check three. Safe. Three. Alert three. Alert three. Out.
To throw on second down. Winters stepping up. He'll try and run. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 39-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
You go.
On 3rd and 2, Winters. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
First down, Atlanta.
Here we go. Hey, hold on. Who that?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Check. Watch 54. Watch the screen.
Looking to throw on second down. Winters caught by the tight end Ertz. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 4th down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On first down, Winters dancing to his left. He finds his man Johnson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. This from 54 yards away. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. To throw again. Daniels. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout. making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check 9, check 9. Blue draw Corkers.
Again, it's Kamara. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Watch the shift. Topper. 45 the mic. 45 the mic. Smooth. Get him.
Off play action. Daniels looking long for Thomas. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case. How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
throwing on first down. Winters, and he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On first and 10, Winters forced out to his left. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Operating from the gun, Winters. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Marcus Davenport, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Throwing on third and long, Winters. And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or two short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, this from 33. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag, and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11.
Get that quarterback at all costs. Hey, check. Yes. Hey, we got to get this stop here. Deep grip.
From the gun, Daniels. He's going to let this one go. It got his man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the #1 thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Winters. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
54 is much. Check. Watch 54.
From the gun on 3rd down. Winters buying time to his left. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 6.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun. Daniels. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this with the ball. Comes free. It's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Fielded just inside the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Off the play fake. Winters. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, Winters hurts over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. On first down, Winters throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a 2nd down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. And Hopkins' kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Get ready.
At their own 28-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Daniels. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They run it again with Williams. The 20. It's a big play there for the Saints. 46 yards.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
The Falcons take over. At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Winters. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. From the gun on 3rd down. Winters. And this is Ertz with it, right side. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes us forward for about 6. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go. Check. Watch 54.
throwing on first down. Winters, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, but it'll be second down. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football? What can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Back to throw. Winters. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
I got you, pop. 54. Mike 54. Red. 54.
Throwing again. Winters. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off down near the 5. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Cooper was the target there. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And, Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of